Hi, so my name is Vi, but my artist name is Mistiff, and I am here today to give you a review about Keith Coston, aka Keef Keys. So he was the producer who produced my first album titled Schooled, and I came across him through a Google search after being in need of a new producer immediately. So once I reached out to him via his website for his contact, like it was like a contact feature on his website, which is layout on his website is pretty professional. So I filled out the form. He got back to me probably, I don't think no more than with 24 to, I don't think it was like no more than 48 hours. And which made me happy because like I was trying to move right away. Like I was trying to get over being burned from a previous arrangement that I had with a different producer. So everything was just lining up perfectly. He messaged me via the email that I had put in the contact form, and he had messaged me saying that he wanted to set up a phone, like sort of like interview conference call. And that really made me happy as we were going back and forth in the messages, because like when you're doing these searches and stuff, because a lot of times I was doing them via like social media. First I was worried that I was going to be contacted by a bot or someone else like third party, but I wasn't. As I continued to talk to him, I realized this was a direct contact with the producer because his website was just so professionally set up. I thought I was going to be diverted through all these different people and so forth. So it wasn't anything like that. So within about 48 hours, we set up a date, and the date was about a week away from when I had confirmed via email that we were going to have this phone interview. So then when the time came, about a week later, we had the phone interview, and like right away, like I can tell like it was gonna work out. He was very respectful. He wanted to know like what my interests are, what was my specialty in terms of like music, like how many songs did I develop, what were my goals for my music, whether it was like a project or just a single song. And then he pretty much laid out because I listed on Google reviews that he's very transparent. So he's very transparent with the cost. He's very transparent with the process and what steps needed to go forward. So he gave me like the estimate. And then once I pretty much confirmed that I wanted to go forward with developing, the 10 song album, he set up and forwarded me a digital copy via email to his website, which was the agreement, aka contract. So I read over it, took my time, and then I signed and I sent it back. And he knew that, for financial reasons, I didn't have an exact start date. So he let me know like the website for his calendar availability, gave me the link. It was all there. And he told me about the different, payment methods. He has multiple payment methods that he accepts. And I ended up starting sooner than he anticipated. And we just jumped right in. He has multiple means to getting your album recorded. I don't want to deliver every little bit of thing, but again, if you're interested, if you go listen to my album, or you go search up other credits that may be out there linked to him, because that's also what I did too, prior to the phone interview as well as after, because like once I got to know him a little bit better through working with him, I started to see like other plaques or like, the CDs encased at the studio, then I started wanting to do further research on these other artists that he worked with. So as far as like with his abilities, sorry about that. I swear it's like I always say busy. Okay. I call myself trying to get in a quiet space. So as far as his abilities, he does the beats from scratch. Of course, I'm doing R&B, so that's a whole lot different process from rap. Like, it's not just a one-way situation where you just shop it for a beat necessarily and write into it. I know there's R&B singers who shop for beats too, and they may develop their flow or whatever while they're with the producer. But for me, my situation was a little bit different. I had my ideas already preset prior to coming. So he was able to make that beat from scratch. All I had to do was sing the song, boom, boom, tap, whatever I had to, let him know what instrumentation I wanted. And we were building from there, and he was pretty quick too. So I really like that. He has other tools and software to be able to add, patterns or samples and things of that nature, if that would be something you were looking into doing. I would say his specialty is pretty much like R&B, hip hop, a little bit of reggae, because I did throw some of that out there at him, and I'm familiar that he works with gospel artists too. So those are pretty much his specialties. But again, we all we try to stick with what we do, but hey, if you like what you hear or you want to go search it up, by all means, see where it goes. But I was definitely pleased. I felt like finding him and working with him was like a godsend for what I needed, because I could not just flow over a beat. I needed somebody to build it from scratch. Like, I needed somebody's baby. There's somebody's brainchild, and his work was that other half. So I hope that you check it out, and I hope that this review was useful, and thank you for your time.